Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ian with Match TCG, and I'm back to give you guys another update on the channel here about our recent card business that we started at the January of the start of this year. If you're interested in seeing content like this, or you're interested in starting your own card business, go ahead and drop a subscription and follow along with my journey to learn along the way with me. Now, I do want to add a disclaimer here in the start of the video. I do have a piece of paper, and we have a lot of notes to kind of get through, and I just want to make sure I get all the right details, especially when we get to the business numbers. So if you see me looking down at any point, just know I'm trying to make sure that the video stays on track and doesn't go on for half an hour here. Without further ado though, let's jump right into it. First off, I want to say thank you to all the recent subscribers here on YouTube. We're up to 16 subscribers, and I know that doesn't seem like a large number, but for even me starting just a month ago, getting any subscriptions, I'm very grateful for it. And I really do hope that you guys are along for the journey, and if you guys have any kind of questions or you guys want to see something here on the channel, just drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Overall, I've been way more active on social media the last week, probably the last 2 weeks if we had to go look back. I've been trying to post every single day, whether that be a short, some sort of post, whether that be on Instagram, TikTok, or here on YouTube. I feel like the shorts have been easier for me to make. I've had a lot of deals come in, a lot of slabs, which seem to be some fantastic content. I appreciate everybody loving those and all the likes that you guys have dropped along the way for those. But I am kind of branching out. I'd like to hear from you guys. What kind of content would you guys like to see here on the channel? For myself, I know I have a lot of stuff in the works, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later in the video. Now, for some channel commitments. I'd like to go ahead and make a commitment that we will be doing our weekly business update, as we're doing this today, every week. I don't know exactly what day of the week. It might vary depending on what's going on, but we will be at least doing it from Friday to Sunday at some point. And I will be also doing some shorter form content, as you guys have seen, whether it's just a slab reveal, a pack opening, or even just checking a look at what we have coming in, as I've done lots of purchasing over the last week, and we continue to do more, as you guys will find out. Now onto the purchasing. As I've mentioned, I've been doing a ton, and a lot of that's been coming from card shows. I've been having a ton of fun with card shows, and we've actually had a really good stretch locally for myself, to where we've had 3 card shows in back-to-back-to-back weekends. I've gone to the last 2, actually one today, funny enough, with not very many pickups, but I wanted to see that card show and kind of get a feel for it. It's a little bit of a smaller show. The bigger show I've been going to, I've been having a ton of fun, getting lots of great deals, lots of IRs, slabs, and we'll go over some of that here in just a bit. This leads me to one of my very first big announcements. I'll be vending my very first card show. I kind of thought over the last few weeks that I've gotten to a pretty substantial inventory number, and I think I'm actually set to go sit behind the table of a card show and have enough knowledge of the workings around them. And I also think it would be a great learning experience, and also kind of getting myself out there to the local community. This one will be happening next weekend on Saturday and Sunday, and I plan on making some vendor content about it. I have a GoPro that my buddy's lending me. I'm hoping that we can make some really fun vendor POV out of it, and really catch some of the deals that we give out to people along the way. I believe, yeah, we have a wonderful trade binder that I'm getting set up here. If you guys had seen this short, we were doing all sorts of prep. We've got all sorts of old vintage in this guy already. I have some IRs that we still have to add. Been doing all sorts of sorting on this guy. And this is really just more of the lower end stuff. A lot of the stuff is played. But overall, I'm really excited about the card show. I've been trying to put together a really nice binder for it. And I really do hope the people out there really do like it and really do respect it. I do have some higher end stuff that we'll be showing, lots of slabs and stuff that I've been making deals at the last card show for, which I think we probably threw around $1,000 to $1,500 a trade around there. And really I'm just looking forward to being out there for the community and showing them what I have and getting my name out there. You guys might notice the sign in the back that we got made up for it. I think it was pretty professional. Shout out to a close friend of mine. She ended up actually taking on our graphic design and helping me get a new logo made instead of something that was just quick and something we made up on the internet. So very excited to have that. We also got some business cards. I think this kind of goes hand in hand. But some good business cards we got made up. I think overall I'm pretty excited about them. I think they look pretty professional, and I'm excited to give these out, put them in all the orders going forward as well. Maybe drive some extra traffic. Let's move on from pickups, and let's go ahead and get right into the actual business side of the business. Something you guys probably want to hear the numbers for. Now do keep in mind I have a piece of paper. I'm probably going to be looking at this a lot. There's a lot of numbers, and I want to make sure I'm just being accurate for you guys. So overall, we've still been predominantly selling on TCG Player. I've had one cash sale locally, which I think we discussed last week. That was for the Bubble Mew. I gave a pretty good price to the guy. I just needed cash for some other stuff that was coming up as the other card show, as I wanted cash on hand, so if there was bigger purchases I wanted to make. Overall, getting into the TCG Player side, Total sales overall, including everything except for the last 14 orders from TCG Player, as those are still pending, is $1,079.80. Overall, pretty happy with this number. We've not moved a ton since our last update, but a lot of the stuff we're selling is actually bulk, and I will gladly sell bulk off at great prices, as I got it for a penny, and I'm selling each card at a floor price of 25 cents on TCG Player. Heck, even after this video, I think I have an order for almost 20 cards, and all that stuff, pennies on the dollar that I paid, getting at least a quarter a piece. Fantastic margins to help just get supplemental income into the business. Supplies. Now, supplies, I've spent $516.32, and I do want to spend some time here and talk about it. A lot of these supplies, because that number is very high, are things like penny sleeves, top loaders, shipping shields, trying to think, all the stuff that I've had come up for the recent card show. I think that really kind of encompasses most of it. Stamps, anything that you guys could think of for shipping, envelopes, a return address stamp, which I'm looking around here, I don't see it sitting, it's right here. One of these guys, a return address stamp for my envelopes, which has saved me tons of time, and also I think adds a little bit of a professional look to the business. But all that stuff's added up, $516. I have a showcase, tablecloths. It includes the business cards and the sign. I mean, it all adds up, and it's a cost of doing business that you have to pay for up front. When I buy a 10,000 box of penny sleeves, I have to know that's an upfront cost, but it's a great way to get value out of it. Instead of paying 2 cents a penny sleeve, I'm now paying almost half a cent a penny sleeve. That's great margin. It's just something that you have to do as a business when you're getting started. Now, total cost of goods. In total, we've spent $733.56 on goods, and this includes all the collections I've bought out, all the card shows I purchased from, EV playmats that I bought a bulk box of 12, and any sealed product that I have either sold or traded away for other things like cards or things I did at the card shows. I do want to add a caveat here. This total does not include all the sealed product that you guys see behind me. I have roughly $2,000 to $3,000 of sealed product, and this is stuff that I have not included in the prices I've not sold. And really for this on TCG Player side, the sealed product is only for my website and really not for a third-party site. And I don't want to include that number as of right now to really kind of muddy the waters of selling singles. Is that profitable? Is it not profitable? We'll get into the sealed product here in just a little bit, as we have a lot to talk about there as well. So for the bigger thing here, I want to talk back to the TCG Player side of the business. As of right now, TCG Player makes up over 70% of my business, and I'm pretty okay with that. I've been selling a lot of the singles, a lot of bulk, and a lot of the smaller in cards, less than $5 on there, which has been a great way to just kind of burn and turn through some of the bigger collections I've bought. As well, I've shipped over 133 orders on TCG Player. We've officially hit level 4, which has been fantastic, just so we don't have any other questions about inventory space. And as well, I believe we're going to be getting Gold Star Seller here in the next few days, as that our 90-day threshold should be met. And I'm excited to be getting there for just an extra credibility check for myself. I'd also like to throw out, I think we have 60 feedbacks, and all of them being at 100% positive. I'm pretty happy with where the business has been over the last 45 days. Now, I know in my last video, if you guys did go back and watch that, I did make a big fuss about shipping, and I do believe the shipping is still a critical thing I have to look at for my business here. My shipping shields are on the way. The top loaders still continue to eat into my bottom line, but there's nothing I can do to avoid that. I think I've had a great customer satisfaction with everything that I am doing, so I don't really want to change it. If we get into more crazy things, I might. If we get into selling bigger cards on TCG Player, I would actually have a more bigger use for a thermal direct printer, or not thermal direct, but an actual, a thermal laser or a thermal printer for labels. I, at this point, don't really need one. Everything I'm doing is still through an A10 envelope, and that's been perfectly fine. I'm still finding ways to get the cost down, and I hope my big order of shipping shields is able to do that for me, as I think it cuts down the top loader cost almost 6 cents or 7 cents a card, and that's fantastic. Now, I do want to address the caveat in the room. Ian, you're sitting on a lot of product, and you're sitting here at negative losses. I just looked at your TCG Player store. A lot of your stuff isn't listed. What's going on? Well, as I alluded to, I have my very first card show, and I want to make sure most of the product I bring out there is good quality stuff. For as of right now, we're not doing very much listing besides bulk products on TCG Player. A lot of my stuff I'm holding on to for the card show, and we'll kind of see from there. If it goes really well, we might view card shows as a great way to kind of move singles product. I have enough locally where that's could be sustainable. If it's not, and it doesn't kind of flop on its face and I'm not doing that well, we might only do them occasionally and still focus more on TCG Player and also focus on getting our own website built. Which kind of leads me into our next point, the sealed topic, the sealed point, and kind of the next business endeavors, business steps. As I've alluded to a few times in the video, I launched my own website. You guys can see it behind us. It's matchtcg.com. I hope to sell you guys fantastic sealed product, whether that be Magic or Pokemon. As of right now, we have a bigger Magic selection, and I plan on adding more Pokemon. For you guys on the website, you guys will see stuff like we have some collector's boxes of Magic on Affinity. I've got a big order of these guys, Assassin's Creed Beyond booster boxes. What I will say is I'm trying to be as competitive on pricing as I can, and I want to offer you guys a discount for these guys. For anybody who goes on the website and makes a purchase of an MTG Assassin's Creed box, use the code WEARELIVE, all one word, all caps, at checkout, and save an additional $5. I won't be making a ton on these guys, but it's something I do want to offer out to the community. I want to make a point before we go to anything else. I really like these boxes. The EV spread, if you use the MTG Box Simulator, is really good, anywhere between $160 to $200 in value. If I have to sit on these things, and I might sit on a few of them, if I end up doing that, I'll likely end up cracking them and selling the singles. We'll probably make that decision in the next upcoming month, depending on what the single market does. Thankfully, a lot of the singles have kind of leveled out in that set, and we should just expect some stabler prices going forward. But the Commander stuff that they've been announcing with brackets is or leagues or whatever it's called. That kind of news has really shocked the market, and we'll kind of see what how stuff kind of settles with there. Now, to the Pokemon side, proud to announce I'm launching with Obsidian Flames booster bundles. We have these on our website, slightly under market. If you guys buy a bulk amount, you guys will definitely be under market value currently. I have 8 of these in total, and I think there's 4 or 6 of them live on the website. I want to keep a few for the upcoming card show. And then lastly, we have some loose packs of Vivid Voltage. Booster boxes, you guys can see, it'll be cracked whenever someone places an order, and I'll make sure we get like a little short there. I think that'll be just a good time. Going forward, I'm trying to source more English product. It's kind of difficult, as anybody would tell you. I would tell you there's absolute ways to do it with the secondary market, and I plan on being more aggressive going forward with that. Until I have things moving, I don't want to be too aggressive with anything. I just want to see how things kind of go. Something I am excited for is after the card show, I plan on putting a decent amount of money into a Japanese Pokemon card order. I've talked to quite a few different guys over there, and I think that we can get some really good rates and get them over to you guys and be really competitive in the market. That's something I'm really excited to do. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and my first 2 sets I'm looking at would be Terrestrial Festivals and I believe Battle Partners. Both those sets seems really interesting, and I think they should do pretty well, especially with the supply issues we've been having with the English supply, and I don't think that's going to get any better over the coming year. So might as well stock up on Japanese and see how things go. If there's any products you guys would like to see on the website, I'm all ears. I'm here to try to get you guys good quality product at good rates and get it to you as quickly as we possibly can. For myself, if you guys get on there, I also sell some accessories. We have playmats along with card sleeves, and I do sell my penny sleeves at $1, so you guys can you can get your 100 pack of penny sleeves for $1. Overall, if you guys are looking for good rates on that kind of stuff, please check below, matchtcg.com, and we hope to see you there. And I think that brings us to the end of the video, guys. That's kind of the business update. What we've been doing over the last little bit, some of the numbers of what we've got going on, and some of my thoughts about it. I've been having a ton of fun, and I want to say once again, if you're watching all the way through this, thank you so much. It's been really fun to get on YouTube, make these videos, talk to you guys, engage with some different communities on stuff that I really do enjoy. It's been an interesting journey, and I hope to be here for the long run. And until next time, guys, it's been Ian with Match TCG, and we'll catch you then.